Hallelujah. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of great men. Stone shalom to the Akim, pushing this word sincerely and in truth to the men, women, and children that call upon the name of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and that believe in his true doctrine. Shalom to you as well. And much peace, love, and blessings to the elect of Israel. This is Kazak from GMS, Jamaica. And hopefully this lesson is edifying. Alright, so we have 1 blast for Ranger returning, 2 blasts for wildlings, and 3 blasts for white walkers. So brothers who are familiar with the TV show Game of Thrones will know what this means. So in the Game of Thrones, it is a fantasy thing, dragons, zombies, magic, the works. And basically there is a section within the kingdom, all the way north, right? There's a huge wall, 700-foot wall, probably 900, a lot of feet wide, from one sea to another sea, right? And that wall was built to keep certain threats out, from outside of the kingdom. All right. Now, the men that guard this wall, they are called the Brothers of the Night's Watch, right? Or the Night's Watch. Now their job is basically to keep the threats, outside the wall. One of the threat is wildlings or free folk. These are a group of basically savages, who basically raid nearby villages, they kill indiscriminately men, women, and children, take whatever resources they want and raid it. So a part of the Night's Watch duty is to eradicate the wildling threat whenever them come too close, or now the major threat or the main threat in the entire series are white walkers, right? These are a group of how would I describe them now? It's like a boss type of thing. Them are the final boss basically in the series, and them have the ability to raise the dead, not necessarily raise the dead, but to reanimate the dead, by basically bringing back. So a lot of the times they're gonna find skeletons running at you to kill you, so so again, and also from time to time, certain brothers who are called rangers, would go out beyond the wall just to see what's happening, do some investigation, whatever it may be. All right. So they have a warning system, within that the Night's Watch. So 1 blast of the horn signifies that a brother is returning from a mission or whatever. 2 blasts means that wildlings are spotted or approaching, and 3 blasts means that the white walkers or the zombies are approaching, and that, as I said, that's the main threat. That's a major threat. Even though it is a threat that and this is very significant. It is a threat. It is something that's not been seen for a very, very long time. So generations upon generations have passed and have not seen these white walkers, to the point where some people hear stories like men basically give them account of what they witness, and some people find it hard to believe, right? So, and the reason I'm saying that's significant is because it's the same thing. A lot of times we go out into the highways and the byways and we speak certain things, people find it far-fetched. Alright? So let me get that precept. All right, so this is second is just no. Let me get. So this is Isaiah 62 and verse 6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. So similar to the men of the night's watch, we, the prophets, we, the men of the Lord, are upon that wall, watching day and night, night and day, we're not keeping silent, right? Whatever we see, we are blast the horn. Now, obviously, we're not on a physical wall. Obviously, we're not upon, we're not using a physical horn. You see me? The horn that we are using is the voice. Or the trumpet that we are using is the voice. Seeing? And the walls is basically, watching what's happening, whether it's on the internet, on the news, even around the surroundings. You see me? I'm gonna get Isaiah 53. So okay, 53 and 50, 58. Hold on. Hold on. It's supposed to be. Okay. It is Isaiah 58. Let's read this. Isaiah 52 and verse 8, it says, Thy watchmen shall lift up the voice. With the voice together shall they sing. And yeah, that's the point where we did actually want to bring out that the trumpet that will blow is the voice. You see me? That horn that's giving the warning is our voice when we go out there in the highways and the byways, and make known to our people what's happening. This is Isaiah 58 and 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. You see me? So there we go again. See, so as I say, it's not a physical trumpet we're using, but our voice. Alright? So we go out there in the highways and the byways and we speak the word of the Lord. We give warning from the Most High. See? And again, as I say, just us watching what's happening, whether it is, we are watching the news, we are pay attention to geopolitical, movements, whether it is, sustainable development goals, Vision 2030, World Economic Forum, seeing whether it is the war between America and Iran and Israel. See, we are pay attention to all these things. We are watch all these things. We are seeing what's happening, and we are coming back, and we are give warning to people. Say, oh, these are the things that are happening. This is where it's going to lead. This is what's gonna happen to our people, at a certain point in time. Seeing that our job, I mean, that how we give warning and look for basically give care for our people. See, in Ezekiel 33, alright, it tells you, look, if we see the danger coming and we blow not the trumpet and give warning to the people, right, their blood is gonna be upon our heads. You know what I mean? And if we go back to evil Game of Thrones, right, a part of the vow or the oath that the men of the Night's Watch have to take it says that I am the watcher. I am the watcher on the wall. Alright, the shield that guards the realms of men. Now in this case, we would be, the shield that guards Israel. Not not necessarily in the light of the Most High, right? Because we know that ultimately the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is the one where protect Israel. His hand is the one that's going to deliver Israel. We are just his tools, used to basically what am I say, spread the truth then, guide the elect, wake up the elect. See, cause really and truly, I just the elect are gonna hear our words and heed. See, so alright. So this is 2 Ezra 6:23. It says, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. You see me? And again, going back to the horn system from Game of Thrones, right? When I hear those 3 blasts, seeing that means the threat is real. There's imminent threat, that like as a proper threat coming, seeing. And as I say, as I pointed out before, it that threat is something that no one has ever encountered before in the show. You see me? So it was even a surprise the first time the horn blew. The horn was blasted 3 times. You see me? It was a big surprise. But guess what? The men were prepared and they knew exactly what to do. You see me? Even though the brother, not I don't get into it, but the brother what did for him did for do something for help out the other brothers, but him was actually him did weak. He was a coward. So his hesitation for do what him did supposed to do actually cost a lot of brothers' lives. You see me? And I'm glad Tawada Yabashima Shai for remind me of that part there. You see me? Because that go back to even Ezekiel when we quote earlier. You see me? If you see the danger, give the warning. Then if you see, oh yes, him did supposed to send ravens, right? Because that's how them get messages to and from, in the series, send a note on the foot of a raven. So that's what him did supposed to do. So that the brother them with the other wall could have know what to do and them thing there, you see me? But him never do that, so you know what happened. Right. So get there's another precept for more and get. Alright, because you have those who basically who call themselves prophets, but them nah. This is 1 Corinthians 14:8. Alright, it says, for if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle? See, so this are for the men them where call themselves being in the truth, call themselves prophets, but them a give uncertain sound. Them a give a wrong doctrine. Them a tell us give a whole different story when it comes, a whole different doctrine when it comes to salvation. Them have a whole different doctrine when it comes to the MOTB. Them have a whole different doctrine when it comes to even the Jacob's trouble. See, so them money I give for them trumpet, I give a uncertain sound. And guess what? These uncertain sounds are gonna make people not be able to prepare themselves to the battle. See, get one more precept. This Um, can't. Let me see. I think it's no, not prepare. Make you ready. Ready. Ezekiel. Yes, Ezekiel 13. Yeah, me did I think Isaiah 13, but me know I would honor Isaiah 13. Alright. This is Ezekiel 13 and 1 says, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and say thou unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts, hear ye the word of Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord God, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing. O Israelite, prophets are like foxes in the deserts. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord. Alright, they have seen vanity and lying divination, saying, the Lord saith, and the Lord hath not sent them. And they have made others to hope that they would confirm the word. See, so yeah, the point is here. So, right, them no, Israel is not prepared for the battle, because guess what? These prophets are these so-called watchmen. They might give an uncertain sound, seeing random blasts of the trumpet. You see me? Not following the code, right? In other words, them are come with a completely different doctrine, seeing a completely different system other than where Yahweh Shai set up. Seeing, but yeah, hopefully this was a edifying lesson. Brothers, do send some comments in the scriptures in the comments, so like on this point. If brothers want to add to this, go ahead and do so. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Stone. Shalom to the Akim, pushing this word sincerely and truth. Much peace, love, and blessings to the elect of Israel. Shalom.